Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new to my channel, thank you for popping in. I hope it resonates. I hope you enjoy. Friendly reminder to like and subscribe if it resonates or if you enjoy. And that way it notifies you of future content. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Take what resonates, leave behind what does not. Check your other placements, and if nothing resonates whatsoever, leave it behind because the message is not for you at this time. All right. Get the ball rolling here. We're using the Dungeons and Dragons deck yet again. I love the messages that it gives to you. A little bit different. This is a general reading for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Not a one-on-one. We are starting with the Three of Strength as your overall energy for the reading. Let us begin. So, current situation, we have the Ten of Strength in the reverse position. We have the High Priestess. Sorry about that. High Priestess in the challenges position. That's opportunities or obstacles that you might be facing. We have the Page of Wisdom in the upright position. That is the foundation for your current situation or the question in your mind or what you should be focusing on. We have Strength, which is Leo energy, and your past position, that is in the upright position. That could be recent past, that could be months ago, that could be a week ago, that could be years ago, okay? We have the Two of Strength as the possibilities involved. So I'm going to go ahead and say those go inside together. They go hand in hand. So this is probably more of a recent past. Two of Strength is your possibilities involved or what you should be, or what you might be hoping for. Seven of Strength is your near future. We have the Four of Charisma in the reverse position for you and the energy you're bringing to this reading. We have Chariot, which is Cancer energy. So we have Leo Cancer now. That is for your external or environmental influence. That could also be your subconscious. We have the Knight of Strength in the reverse position for hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. That's our advice card. And then we have the Ace of Charisma in the reverse position for your potential outcome. All right. Let us begin, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Strength. Three of Strength is expanding your circle of influence and communicating your ideas and making progress. So coming out of your shell a little bit, putting yourself out there, you're expanding your circle, you're expanding your influence, you're communicating your great ideas, and you are making progress towards your goals. That's your overall energy of the reading here. But then we have the Ten of Strength in the reverse position. The Ten of Strength is our current situation. That is making sure to speak up. Don't try to do it all. Delegate responsibility where you are and express yourself. So since it's in a reverse position, we flip-flop that positive energy into more of a restricted energy. So you're not speaking up. You're not expressing yourself. You're trying to kind of take it all in stride. You're kind of overburdening yourself a little bit. So just be wary of that. You have the High Priestess as the challenge card. That's your opportunities and obstacles here. Just to make sure I don't miss anything. The High Priestess is accessing your intuition and tuning into the source of feminine power. So coming into that feminine, divine feminine, okay? She is card number 2. So it's intuition, spirituality, the divine feminine, subconscious, and duality. So the High Priestess calls for you to follow your intuition, connect with your spirituality, and search for deeper meanings. She's a spiritual teacher and a gatekeeper of hidden information that can be deciphered by digging into your subconscious and following your gut. Pulling the High Priestess means that turning inward and focusing on your inner life will help you live with integrity and wisdom. Meditation, prayer, journaling, and the like can help deepen your connection with yourself. I feel like this is an opportunity and an obstacle. It can be very difficult to look at yourself objectively to figure out things that you need to improve, things you need to work on, because a lot of the time when we look at ourselves objectively like that, we can start to kind of absorb a little bit too much negative. We start to perceive ourselves as damaged goods or how do I want to word it? We start criticizing ourselves instead of actually improving. So when you do that kind of situation, make sure that you are putting the pros along with it. So, contradict the negative there. It's absolutely fantastic to improve yourself, to get rid of red flags in yourself, toxic traits, things like that, and identify those things so that you don't continue to repeat them, so you grow from them. But also make sure that you are practicing your spirituality, listening to your intuition, opening that up more, taking the time to meditate, and taking care of your own needs. Set your intentions, set with integrity, and make sure you're communicating, because people aren't mind readers. We have a page of wisdom for our current foundation, or what we should be focusing on. Page of wisdom. Page of wisdom. Which is embarking on a new path sparked by curiosity and creativity. So try something new. Embark on a new path that's sparked by your curiosity and creativity. Learn something new, follow your dreams, follow things that you're really into, focus on your hobbies, kind of light yourself up there. Strength is our past position, which is Leo energy. We have your ability to move through fear to find the unshakable power within yourself. Okay? Very courageous energy here. So, card number 8, strength. Strength, courage, compassion, and perseverance. So like the Chariot, the Strength card encourages you to face obstacles head on. Unique to this card is a focus on inner strength, perseverance, and compassion. There's no heavy-handed forcing going on here. It's all about emotional and mental strength and the strength of your character. Let honor, self-discipline, and self-respect help manifest your vision. Thanks to the power of compassion, kindness, and conviction, you're already stronger than you know. So I'm going to say that that is recent past, as I already kind of said here. Let's go ahead and clarify that, because that is a very powerful card to have in your past position. That might be why you're on such a powerful spiritual journey at this time, Sagittarius. Woo-hoo-hoo. So we have the Knight of Cups in the reverse position, we have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position, and we have the Two of Swords in the reverse position, okay? So in the past here, we're speaking on, the Knight of Cups is kind of a negative omen, as it says. I feel like that's not always the case. I have mentioned that in my other videos. Sometimes I feel like it's more of a delay. I think it can be a negative omen, but I feel like sometimes it's more of things just kind of got in the way, or we got in the way of ourselves, especially if it has to do with love. There could be twin flame situations, soulmate situations, karmic relations, things that mirror, things that you acted hastily on, things like that. But in the reverse, the Knight of Cups is unrealistic expectations, of moodiness, and an overactive imagination. So again, you've risen above this, so this is just clarifying that strength card. The Knight of Cups is a negative omen. Often this card indicates that your dream project or good news will turn out poorly. For example, promises will be revoked or deals will fall through, or that the project or events won't live up to expectations. When reversed, the Knight can signal that your dreams and emotions are getting away with you, perhaps making you too depressed or overwrought to bring projects to fruition, okay? You then have the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse position. The Ace of Pentacles is usually an offering, a new opportunity. When it's reversed, it's a financial loss, a lack of commitment, a lack of security. I don't always feel like the Pentacles, even though they are, but like in the general readings and things like that, they could mean anything. Especially when they're coinciding the way they are. So the Ace of Pentacles is, it warns of a financial mismanagement and disappointment. It could also mean that the foundation of these new opportunities is flimsy at best. So the stability and security of future endeavors may be fleeting or questionable. Last, the reversed Ace of Pentacles can note that commitment, either yours or others, is wavering and revoked entirely, putting these exciting new possibilities at risk or on hold completely. Okay, so perhaps you tried something new, it didn't work out the way you wanted it to, expectations weren't met, and you had to go back to the drawing board, okay? That's kind of how I read that. We have the Two of Wands, the Two of Swords in the reverse position. It's a stalemate, it's aimlessness, and immobility and confusion. So the Two of Swords hints that you might have remained in a state of indecision for too long. Pausing to tap into your intuition is one thing, but you can't put off making a choice forever. You need to arrive at a decision, and soon, but remember to try and not let confusion or being emotionally overwhelmed lead you toward one option or another, okay? So perhaps you struggled with a decision that had to be made. Perhaps, as said, something didn't work out the way you expected it to or wanted it to. And perhaps you made a hasty decision, and this is where we've led. But you have overcome this, and you are rising above it. So these all coincide together, right? These are just clarifying the strength card. You rose above this. You persevered, and you're on a better path now. You're soul searching, you're doing the work, things like that, okay? Go ahead and continue. So we have that 2 of strength in the possibilities involved or what you might be hoping for. As said, I do feel like those go hand in hand together, which is why I feel like this is more of a recent past. 2 of strength is growing and making progress toward a future goal and enjoying discovering what you love to do. Okay, so you're finding yourself, you're doing those new hobbies, you're starting to see that spark come alive again, and you're feeling good about it. We have the 7 of strength. 7 of strength is your near future. This is dealing with the overwhelming, letting go of what causes stress, perfectionism, desire, fear, and future tripping. So in the near future, you are going to be able to deal with overwhelming situations, overwhelming feelings. You are able to let go of what stresses you out, being a perfectionist, not being good enough, desire, fear, jealousy, envy. These things you're going to release. You're going to move away from your past here with a better approach, right? Let's go ahead and clarify that near future for us, the 7 of strength. Thank you so much, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We have the King of Pentacles coming in. We have the 3 of Cups, it's a celebration. And we actually have the 5 of Cups again as well. Not again, but it's been popping up a lot. Let's go ahead. Can we pull one more card? Is there anything else in Sagittarius needs to know? Okay, that one is falling out. That has to be for you. Interesting. Okay. Any other information? Okay. Any others? Okay. Okay. Any others? Okay. This is going to be a long one, Sagittarius. My goodness. Why do you do this? Interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. My goodness, this is ridiculous. We're only at 12 minutes, so we're flying through this. We're okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So basically, there is a lot of energy here. It just keeps coming. So I think this is at the point of where this, I mentioned earlier in another video that this is where I start to feel like the answer's not really available to us at this time, because it gives you the King of Pentacles, the 3 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, the 7 of Cups in reverse, the Page of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the 6 of Swords, the 2 of Wands, the Judgment card, Ace of Swords in reverse, the 6 of Cups, the 6 of Wands in the reverse. Then we have the Ace of Cups in the reverse. We have the Page of Cups in the reverse. We have the 8 of Wands in reverse. We have the Knight of Cups in the reverse. We have the Magician in the reverse. And we have the 9 of Swords in the upright. So this is where I kind of start to be like, okay, there's too much information. I feel like it's actually giving me a little bit too much, possibly even not so much for your future, but it's talking about the energy that you have overall this whole reading. Because we have that embarking on a new path, we have a new opportunity, we have absolution, judgment, rebirth, and ending of a cycle. We have the Ace of Swords, which is an offering. We have the 6 of Cups, which is nostalgia and wanting to go back to something that we cannot go back to. This could also be a past love relationship. It could be a past friendship. It could be a past work environment. You have the 6 of Wands, which is about not feeling validated, not feeling victorious, a little bit of a sting in our ego. We have an Ace of Cups, which is an offering again, but we're in the reverse position, so we're disappointed. We have a Page of Cups, which is usually a messenger, but in the reverse position, it's a delay. It's you have the 8 of Wands. We have a defensiveness. We have something Yes, you know, it's just it's that kind of energy here. So sticking with the first ones dealt here, I will keep the Seven of Cups and possibly the Page of Swords. You might have a past situation coming back in, and that is what this is. Especially if we were to keep these ones, for instance. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Let's leave it at that for now. Going in for this King of Pentacles. Well, you know what? I just don't want to rob you of anything, Sagittarius. That's all. So our King of Pentacles here, we're clarifying our Seven of Strength. This is why it gets muddled. King of Pentacles, wealth, business, established leadership, security, and discipline. He uses his wealth and mastery skill to ensure security, protection, and management. He is above all practical, sensible, and analytical with his wealth, time, and resources. Knowledgeable, committed, and objective, he achieves his goals and protects his own with a fantastic sense of leadership and devotion. Absolutely. We then have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is all about celebration. Celebration, community, friendship, and encouragement. Wants to let you know that it's party time. Celebrate your heart out and revel in the loving support bestowed on you by your community. This is a card of celebration, but it's not one of individual or isolated accomplishment. This happiness and encouragement is both given and received by a close-knit circle of friends or a successful team. Everyone should raise a glass and feel the joy together. You're making it happen. We have the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups is about mourning, pessimism, grief, and regret. So in the Five of Cups, we're so focused on the Three of Cups being knocked over and spilt that we're just disappointed. We don't realize there's a Two of Cups standing behind us, full of love, joy, and happiness. We ignore that new opportunity because we're so obsessed with being upset. So signals a period of sorrow and loss that blinds you to everything, even the potential growth and fulfillment that await you. Extreme disappointment has gripped you so much that you're unable to see a better future ahead, so that there are still things worth smiling about in your life. Sometimes it's tough to dig yourself out of a funk, especially when it doesn't feel like there's an end in sight, but the Five of Cups is trying to tell you that you can do it. While grief and mourning are perfectly natural things to experience, the Five of Cups warns against wallowing in regret. Whether you've been dumped, laid off, or betrayed by a friend, the Five of Cups is here to remind you that after a period of sadness, you must prepare to move forward. We have the Seven of Cups, which talks about too many choices, being overwhelmed with those options. The Seven of Cups warns against being so taken away with these many choices that you're overwhelmed with options and your mind runs away with potential outcomes. Be sure to remain grounded and take some deep breaths. Work on making up your mind based on realistic consideration of what could be ahead. We have the Page of Swords coming in for you. The Page of Swords is knowledge, new communication, inquiry, and change. So it brings information, updates, and change. As with the sword cards, the Page's focus is on intellect and curiosity. They're strategic, communicative, and logical. When appearing in the context of school or work, this card heralds research, debate, and negotiation for a particular project. If you're waiting on results, they should come soon. In love, the Page hints that you and your partner are connected intellectually. There's also a budgeting, ambitious side to the Page. They're actively looking to uncover opportunities. Okay. We then have the Six of Swords, which is interruption, stalling, obstacle, and reticence because it's in the reverse position. So in reverse, the Six of Swords can mean that you're refusing to move on or that your ability to move on has been stalled, delayed, or interrupted. If it's the former, remember to try not to let your emotions get the best of you. Okay? Letting go of the negativity of the past is the logical, healthy thing to do, so don't let your heart stop you from healing. If your moving on has been stymied, know that you might need to reevaluate either the method of moving or the very path itself. Sometimes the obstacles indicate that you need to find a new route or more creative solutions to arrive at your destination. You then have the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is talking about, again, choices, okay? Opportunities. Ambition, partnership, potential, and exploration. The Two of Wands encourages you to examine all the options before you take that drive of yours and channel it towards success. This is an optimistic card that loves exploration and collaboration. You could be exploiting the dating scene with glee or trying new things to spice up your current affair. At work, you could be cooking up something special with a new colleague or traveling thanks to a new opportunity. You're ready to grow, and the Two of Wands is encouraging you to do so. Okay? We then have Judgment coming in. Card number 20. Judgment, absolution, and rebirth. The Judgment card arrives when you need to make an important decision or you're experiencing a major revelation. You're on the precipice of a truly momentous part of your life, a crossroads where the choice of direction to go in next will change everything. Judgment asks you to remember all the lessons you've learned along the way. You're nearing the end of the fool's journey and have experienced almost everything there is to experience. So take what you've learned and put it to use moving forward. Let past experiences and your intuition inform your future choices. Step into your newer self and your higher calling. Okay. Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Okay, we're just going to go for it, Sagittarius. We're going to go for it. Coldness, cruelty, curtness over rationality. So in reverse, the Ace of Swords warns that you could be too cold, rational, and disciplined to the point that you might not care about how others feel or how your words may cause damage. Intellect is important, and truth is what rules this card. But be careful, you're still human. Okay, so you might have been reacting a little bit too harshly or coldly towards people or situations because of how you've been treated in the past. It's now kind of a defense mechanism for you not to be hurt. The Six of Wands in reverse is being let down in a delayed recognition. So the Six of Wands indicates that you may have to wait a bit longer to reap your rewards, but things are just on hold, not off the table. So maybe the person who should give you recognition has let you down in some way. Don't let this affect your self-esteem, however. You worked hard to get where you are, so revel in your success. So perhaps there is a little bit of a situation that has left you feeling like you're left out of the situation, or you're feeling kind of like the odd man out. You're not recognized for all the hard work you do, or all the effort you put in, or how great of a friend you are, a relative, a sister, or brother, a mom. You might be feeling a little bit of an enviness or jealousy, but it is coming. Okay, it is going to pay out. We have the Six of Cups. See, and this is why we read through everything, because that said, like, it starts to add up, right? Six of Cups, we have memory, recognition, comfort, homecoming, love, and tenderness. It signals a time of revisiting and remembering something you've loved or cared for deeply. There's an element of nostalgia here, as this fondness you're currently feeling could be tied to old memories or relationships, perhaps brought up by homecoming. Reach out to an old friend, reread your childhood journals, or make a playlist of songs you loved in your younger years. You're yearning for reconnection, so you should seek it out. Who knows, if you're feeling called to dive into nostalgia, your delving might dredge up something that helps with future personal growth. Okay? We have the Ace of Cups in the reverse position. So let's go ahead and flip there. Ace of Cups, when reversed, the card indicates that you may be feeling despondent and generally uninspired. This not only keeps you down, but also prohibits a risk-taking and growth. If you're feeling drained or stunted, ruminate on what steps you can take to feel fulfilled again. Trust your intuition and tend to your heart, okay? Come from a more loving situation. We have the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups. Emotional immaturity, naivety, creative blocks, and doubting intuition, because it's in the reverse position. Sorry, you can't even see all of these. It's literally a stack of cards, guys. When reversed, the Page of Cups may indicate that you're hiding your creative inspiration. Perhaps you feel that the idea or project you're working on is too new or conceptual to share with others. Maybe you're hitting a creative or emotional roadblock. The reverse page is still a bringer of news, but this time it indicates that something won't go as expected and may lead to disappointment. Similarly, the page reversed is associated with emotional immaturity and irresponsibility. So there might be a little bit of lack of growth in your current situation. You might feel like you're growing, but you're not. You're kind of in a stagnating energy. Perhaps because, again, as said, it kind of feels like you have this energy of like, I don't want to be hurt again. I'm not putting myself out here. I'm not going to give you love. I'm not going to show affection. I'm just kind of here to protect myself. I don't care. My walls are up. You're not coming in. Eight of Wands is a burnout, procrastination, waiting, and reluctance when it's in the reverse position. I'm sorry, I must have read the other anyway. The Eight of Wands warns that you're either going too fast or too slow, so don't burn out and don't procrastinate. Things may be going fast, but you can keep up. Just take your cues from what's transpiring around you. Lastly, a message you are waiting on might not be coming anymore. Sometimes that happens. Plans get canceled. This doesn't mean progress will stop. So again, with those expectations we set for ourselves, we end up kind of beating ourselves up more than we should. We have the Knight of Cups, which is unrealistic expectations, moodiness, and an overactive imagination. When reversed, the Knight of Cups is the negative omen. Often this card indicates that your dream project or good news will turn out poorly. For example, promises will be revoked or deals will fall through, or that the project or events won't live up to expectations. When reversed, the Knight can signal that your dreams and emotions are getting away with you, perhaps making you too depressed or overwrought to bring projects to fruition. Okay? We now have the Magician in the reverse position. Again, with that untapped, blocked power, that intuition, that High Priestess is telling you to come into. Untapped or blocked power, manipulation of power. So in reverse, the Magician says that your power is either dormant or being wielded unfairly. Ask yourself whether what you're working to actualize has integrity or if it lacks honor. Alternatively, someone could be taking advantage of your power for questionable ends. Think about who will benefit from your hard work. Lastly, if you feel blocked in the actualization of your goal, This card reverse encourages you to think innovatively. What's at your disposal? You can make what you have work. So stop with the excuses. Stop doubting yourself. Bring yourself into that power. So this is kind of going to sum it up here, is this Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is a sad card. It says anxiety, fear, panic, PTSD, nightmares, and inner turmoil. So you are battling with yourself here, probably due to your trauma, your past here. So the Nine of Swords recognize that you may be in a dark place right now. Something is keeping you up at night, and your pain and stress may feel overwhelming and unbearable. Depression and anxiety are understandable given the grief and worry you may be experiencing. If this card appears, know that you don't have to be alone right now. Reach out to those around you to seek and support love. Ask them to help you remain grounded, self-compassionate, and cared for. Look at all of that. Okay, sorry. Anyway. Okay, Sagittarius. That was a lot. Okay. I feel like your readings always end up being like that. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like, you know, there's certain signs here that just like boom, 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 boom. So you and the energy you're bringing to this reading is the Four of Charisma. Okay, the Four of Charisma in the reverse position is be careful with finances while not falling into fear or greed. So don't hoard like the dragon in the image. We are in the reverse position, so you are hoarding, whether that is financially, emotionally, logically. You're kind of keeping your ideas to yourself. You're keeping your emotions to yourself. You're keeping your love to yourself because you don't want to put down those walls. If it is finances, be wary to not fall into fear of clinging on because you expect, you know, you're never going to have fun or indulge yourself even a little bit or reward yourself for your wonderful hard work, or you are being so greedy that you never share the wealth. You're just like, nope, I did it, I worked for it. No, because coming from that place is one, a place of lack. Lacking generosity will attract a lack of generosity into your life. It usually sends you into a place of lack of abundance, shall we say. So be wary of that energy. Now you do have Cancer energy following that up with your environmental or external influence. That's your subconscious. That is the Chariot card, all about momentum and growth. The Chariot is following through on your intentions and manifesting your desires. So it is telling you the universe is listening. God is listening. Source is listening. Your spirits, your angels, your guides, whatever is listening. Like attracts like, okay? Thoughts become things. Come from a wonderful, happy, positive place. You are grateful. You are loved. The Chariot is willpower, success, assurance, action, and momentum. So the Chariot takes what the lovers teach about self-knowledge and understanding and forges it into a tool of courageous success. The Chariot charges forward with determination. While challenges and roadblocks are inevitable, you will in the end prevail. Okay, so you are on a path of success. They want you to put that into action. They want you to be thinking that. They want you to be putting it out there. Your subconscious is telling you, you have this beautiful power. Unblock yourself. Let it shine. We have the Knight of Strength as your hopes, fears, reminders, and warnings. The Knight of Strength, Sagittarius, going full out and not looking back, following your gut, doing what it takes to make it happen. So again, take the leap, take those chances, do something new, follow your gut instincts. It will tell you if it's not the right path for you. That's not fear. It's literally like you will feel your intuition. You will see signs, you'll see synchronicities, you will have the answers given to you if you listen. Do what it takes to make it happen. Achieve those goals. Okay? We have the Ace of Charisma as your potential outcome. We will use another deck to clarify that. Hopefully they won't give half the deck again. Ace of Charisma in the reverse position. This is a new opportunity and a time of manifestation and abundance, but you have blocked yourself, so that is why it's in the reverse position. If we can get these things into the upright, if we can open up our power, you will have this opportunity appointed to you. But at this point, it is not showing it as a... it's showing that there's a block. There's a block to this offering from the universe. You are ignoring the universe. It is trying to gift you with an opportunity, but you are like, nah, me. I know what I'm doing. Please clarify the Ace of Charisma. We don't want an entire deck again, but it looks like they might do that for you. Wouldn't it be weird if it was the exact same cards? Wouldn't it? All right, your very first card is the Ten of Wands in the reverse position. We have the Queen of Swords in the reverse position. We have the Ace of Swords in the reverse position. We have the Three of Swords in the upright position. We have the Two of Wands. We have Justice in the reverse, Libra energy. We have the Queen of Wands in the upright. We have the Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Sorry, I'm messing up my thing here. Just going to scoot it forward so I can lay these out again. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Queen of Swords, Ace of Swords, Three of Swords, Ten of Wands, Justice in the reverse, Queen of Wands in the upright, Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. All right. All right. So, starting off at 10. Ten of Wands in the reverse is overburdened, exhausted, and unwilling to delegate. You are taking the load. You are just wearing it on your shoulders. You are not letting go of it, Sagittarius. You are just burdening yourself, okay? And you're refusing to delegate. You're refusing to share that burden. You're refusing to let other people help you. You're stubborn. All right. The Ten of Wands indicates that you actually do need to lessen this heavy burden and seek support. It's just too much for you to carry on your own. Seek assistance from your community and your support systems. Not every task needs to be yours and yours alone to complete. This is why we're in the reverse position, is that attitude, that unwillingness to open up, right? So, Queen of Swords is your next card, Sagittarius. In the reverse is susceptibility to influence, a cold-heartedness, and an over-emotionality. When reversed, the Queen clutches at grudges and resentments that keep her away from reason. Instead of rising above the pain, she might find herself perpetuating it with others. Be careful not to let the act of setting your emotions aside to make decisions turn into letting emotions fester unresolved. Last, don't let your need for independence steer you into isolation. So boom, boom, right there, right? Ace of Swords in the reverse position. Coldness, cruelty, curtness, over-rationality. The Ace of Swords warns that you could be too cold, rational, disciplined, to the point that you might not care about how others feel or how your words may cause damage. Intellect is important, and truth is what rules this card. But be careful, you're still human. Don't forget kindness. That's the Three of Swords. Three of Swords is heartbreak. So, sadness, betrayal, heartbreak, and suffering. Well, it's tough to admit, but heartbreak has arrived. The Three of Swords is a card of pain and suffering. No two ways about it. This card touches on emotional pain, but remember that this is the Suit of Swords. Your pain most likely has to do with communication issues, moral or ideological friction, or a betrayal of intention or commitment. Cry it out and vent to a good friend. Seek understanding, validation, and catharsis will help you move forward. Okay? Next up is the Two of Wands. So after this little bit of struggle, overburdening situation here, we have a Two of Wands, which is ambition, a partnership, potential, and exploration. So it's a new opportunity for you. But again, there's decisions to be made. So it's encourages you to examine all the options before you take that drive of yours and channel it towards success. This is an optimistic card that loves exploration and collaboration. You could be exploring the dating scene with glee or trying new things that spice up your current affair. At work, you could be cooking up something special with a new colleague or traveling thanks to a new opportunity. You're ready to grow, and the Two of Wands is encouraging you to do so. Okay, so yet again, a lot of these did just come up. So Justice, Libra energy, that is 11. Dishonesty, unfairness, subjectivity. Okay, this is the reverse position for this card. The reverse card suggests that you know you've done something that isn't morally right, and whether or not you own up to this deed, you must live with this truth. Look beyond your desires, your ego, and your biases in order to get back to truth. Don't let your judgment be overruled by emotion. I don't always feel like that is actually towards you. I can feel like you just feel like a situation is unfair, and you're waiting for that just reward to come in. Queen of Wands is your next card. The Queen of Wands is in the upright energy. So now we're getting courage, we're getting confidence, we're getting determination, outgoing personality, and charisma and vision. So the Queen of Wands is creative, charismatic, and always on the move. When you see in a reading, it may be encouraging toward bold action, or it may indicate that you're doing many things at once. After all, the Queen is a real social butterfly. She uses her charisma to develop passionate entrepreneurial networks of support. The Queen knows who she is, so she may be inviting you to embrace your whole self as well. Okay, we have the Six of Pentacles. We're back in the reverse positions, but I think that's okay. Remember, you can always get these into the upright position. This is because of your blocked energy right now, your blocked intuition, your lack of divine feminine that you're struggling with here. You are a very strong person, but you tend to isolate and, you know, kind of like a Capricorn, you're kind of just putting it all on yourself instead of sharing that burden. Taurus does it as well. You kind of just take it all in. You don't share it. You don't lean on anyone. You're just like, nope, I'm the rock. I'm the rock. I won't break. I'm the rock. I have to be this cornerstone. So the Six of Pentacles in the reverse is an imbalance of generosity. Again, with that hoarding energy, a lack of resources, a lack of reciprocity. Okay. When reversed, the Six of Pentacles warns of an imbalance of this financial generosity. Either you're giving too much of yourself and being taken advantage of, or you're doing the same to someone else. Remember that this is a card of justice and fairness. And once again, check in with yourself. Are you protecting your time, money, and resources? Are you paying things forward as you should? Okay, so you might be getting a little bit taken advantage of as well. Seven of Pentacles is right after that. Seven of Pentacles is usually about investment, commitment, and patience. When it's in the reverse position, it's objectivity, analysis, and rebalancing. So again, you have that imbalance already, so now we're rebalancing, okay? The Seven of Pentacles advises you to take an objective look at what you're investing in so that you can take proper stock and decide on the next steps. Are there any red flags? Have you been ignoring your responsibilities or procrastinating? Are you being efficient and careful in how you contribute your energy and effort? So again, it's a little bit of an introspection for you, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead. I'm going to just see. I know this doesn't seem like a very positive reading, but I do feel like it is. You're just in a place of stuck. Like you're in a place of stagnation. You're in this stuck energy. Can you please tell us if we shift the energy, what can happen? What do we have coming? Okay. No, see, and when it's so yeah, okay. Let me rephrase this, because when I said shift the energy, we got a bunch of negativity here. We got Ten of Swords, Queen of Swords in the reverse, and the Eight of Swords in the upright. So let's ask again here. Maybe not so much shift, but let's say with this struggle, let's say it that way. For Sagittarius, what is the other opportunity? What is our new opportunity here? Okay. Five of Cups, and you're just stuck in this energy. Okay, so again, with this here, okay, but this is answering our question here. We now have Scorpio energy, and okay, there we go. See, we have the Five of Cups, which again, as said, we get so hung up on that Three of Cups being knocked over, our milk being spilt, that we ignore the Two of Cups behind us. Okay, but you have, yes, you're sad right now, you're struggling right now, things are moving slower than you want, or whatever the case, okay? You have a Two of Cups behind you. You have happiness right behind you, right next to you. Embrace the change, move forward. Death is you're resisting that change. You're trying to hold on. You cannot do that. You also have that Scorpio energy here coming through, okay? We then have the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is what this whole reading, it looks ugly. It's going to be bumpy. It's going to be hard. There's growing pains for sure, but there is a success coming from this. So everything you have done, everything you're working towards, it's ugly shadow work. It is deep diving. It is going up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay. But the Nine of Pentacles is prosperity and accomplishment and self-sufficiency. Okay. So the Nine of Pentacles heralds a time in your life when you're reaping your rewards and reveling in the fruits of your labor. You've worked hard to get here, and now you can enjoy your self-sufficiency because we're dealing with the Suit of Pentacles. Financial comfort is your prize. You've earned stability and independence. So you might be in a situation where you feel very stuck, okay? And it could be because you have to rely on somebody. You're not independent. Perhaps you're too dependent on someone in a situation, not really by choice, but just because of life, right? But there's a lot of hoarding and greed here showing up. There's also a overwhelming sense of you have to keep the burden to yourself and not share it. That's not true. You have relatives, you have family, you have loved ones, you have soul tribe. Someone is in your life here that you can lean on, and you need to start doing that or you will break. Now, as said, this reading did seem kind of ugly, but it's actually not. There's just a lot of up and down work here. There's finding those boundaries, setting those boundaries, but not going too far deep into them so that you close yourself off, that you become cold, that you become cruel. There's a balancing act of thinking too logically or thinking too emotionally so that you're acting on anger and jealousy and envy, and you're getting pissed and flying off the handle, and you're judging someone that you have no idea what their situation is. Or, you consider it, again, almost like a love relationship, right? Is a lot of the time we dislike things that we see in ourselves in other people, okay? So there's things that we need to work on. But you actually do have success coming through. Yes, it's trial and tribulation here. Yes, it seems like it's going to be a lot of work. But once you start doing all of these wonderful things to put yourself into this situation, we're not going to flip the energy because you're doing the work right now. If you shift the energy, that's why those negative cards came out. That's why that Ten of Swords, that King of Swords or Queen or whatever it was, I can't remember if it was King or Queen now, but the Ten of Swords and the Eight of Swords came out when I asked if we shifted that energy. And it was negative. That was negative. That was bad. So do not shift your energy. Keep doing the work. Shifting the energy was definitely the wrong thing to say. That was basically like asking, hey, you're going to give up. Okay. We're going to close out your reading, Sagittarius, with a Spirit of the Animal Oracle card. You actually got Heron, which is patience. Okay. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone and find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. So again, all of that hard work you're doing, keep that patience. Keep that love alive because it is coming towards you. And I actually really like this because I don't know what your situation is, but it almost looks like a heart in this image. And it's just really nice. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if that's like a kind of lily. I'm going to have to look into that, but that is beautiful. Okay, so hold on to your patience, continue to love yourself, build up that confidence, step out of your comfort zone, self-isolate when you need to, take that time for meditation, to talk to yourself, to listen to intuition, and everything's going to be okay. It's a bumpy ride, but that's life. All right. So thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope it resonated. If it did, remember to like and subscribe so you're notified of future content. Thank you so much, and I will see you next time.